What's up, Taiwan? I'm Liao with 10 minutes of news from Taiwan and around the world. The first official Chinese delegation to visit Taiwan since the COVID pandemic started will arrive in the capital on Saturday. 6 officials from Shanghai will visit for 3 days. During their trip, the delegation will discuss city policies and visit Taipei's Lantern Festival. Taipei and Shanghai are sister cities. Taiwan's top body overseeing relations with China says the Chinese officials will follow COVID-19 prevention rules during their visit. The United States has cautioned China against reacting to visits by U.S. lawmakers to Taiwan with aggressive military behavior. U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman made the comments at a think tank event on Wednesday. Last August, a visit from then Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi sparked 5 days of unprecedented military drills by China around Taiwan. Newly appointed House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has yet to confirm whether he will visit Taiwan this year. Sherman added that all countries should warn Beijing against conflict in the Taiwan Strait.
We will continue to assist Taiwan, and we hope that the PRC does not use a visit by a member of Congress to Taiwan as a pretext for military action.
Taiwan's Navy is planning to build a specialized rescue ship for submarines. Now that's according to the Liberty Times. The newspaper says the ship would work with submarines in deep sea operations and would cost more than $330 million US. It's unclear when it could enter service. Taiwan plans to build 8 submarines as part of its push to bolster its defense systems. The first is scheduled for delivery by 2025. The Navy already has 4 submarines in its fleet. 2 of those are decommissioned vessels from the United States. Taiwan plans to make every city bus in the country run on electricity within the next 7 years. Now that's part of a push to hit net zero carbon emissions by 2050. But bus operators say the switch to battery power is too ambitious. Stash Butler reports.
Another hazy day on Taiwan's roads. Emissions from cars, buses and motorbikes here are a big obstacle on the way to reaching net zero carbon. Transportation is responsible for about 13% of Taiwan's carbon emissions, the 3rd biggest source behind industry and the energy sector. The government wants to cut that down by making all public buses run on electric batteries by 2030. But all those batteries will need recycling when they're spent. Authorities say they're confident they can meet the additional recycling demands.
我们最近也有业者申请然后那我们预估还有3家业者在扩充量能当中然后那在2025年左右应该量能可以到达9000吨左右啦。
But recycling capacity is not the only issue. Bus operators say they're also worried about safety. That's after an electric bus caught fire in New Taipei last year for no apparent reason.
是提心吊胆，是非常的惶恐。我们国家推动电动公车，这个美意固然是很好，但是应该要放慢、放稳，求安全。
Operators like Li Jianwen also say it's a struggle to find the extra parking space to fit electric charging points. Not to mention the cost of buying the buses themselves. Add to that a looming energy crunch as Taiwan winds down its nuclear power stations, and the country's electric bus revolution may be facing more than a few bumps in the road. Klein Wang and Stash Butler for TaiwanPlus.
4 parts of Taiwan are now officially classified as super-aged. That's according to the Interior Ministry. The UN defines a super-aged society as one where 20% or more of its population is older than 65. Taiwan's southern Jiayi County leads the way with more than 21% of its population over that age. It's followed by the capital Taipei, central Nantou County, and its neighbor Yunlin County. More than 17% of Taiwan's overall population is above the age of 65. Taiwan's National Development Council has 4 years predicted that Taiwan would become a super-aged society by 2025. This is partly due to a falling birth rate and a rapidly aging population. But experts say that financial reasons also play a part.
我觉得中南部出现的大部分都是人口外流，那台北市，特别是说买房很难，对年轻人来讲，他根本就没有立锥之地。
Taiwan's Tourism Bureau says hotel prices hit a record high in 2022. Now that's despite low occupancy caused by the COVID pandemic. Bureau data shows that at any time last year, the average hotel had just 48% of rooms booked. But the average nightly rate neared $140 compared to $124 in 2021. Hotels say they've had to raise prices because of inflation and to pay higher wages to fill staff shortages. Taiwan's National Center for Traditional Arts is holding its first ever Taiwanese opera competition. The event seeks to promote this cultural treasure as well as Taiwan's Hokkien language. Yu Jinghuang has the story.
Singing along to classical Taiwanese opera music, Pan Roying and her sisters possess a talent that is rare, especially among their elementary and junior high school peers. Traditional opera used to be the main form of entertainment in Taiwan, performed in front of temples and on TV. But it has increasingly had to compete with other, more modern distractions. The Pan sisters first fell in love with the opera after being introduced to it by their family.
看妈妈演啊，很漂亮，然后我就很喜欢。装扮很漂亮，打架也很酷。
But not everyone gets the same exposure to Taiwanese opera. To help revive interest in this traditional performance art, the National Center for Traditional Arts is launching a competition with prizes totaling around $115,000. Professional makeup and costumes are not required to enter. Contestants only need to submit a short video of themselves singing and acting out a classic play. The goal is to popularize the art form and promote Taiwanese Hokkien, Taiwan's second most spoken language.
国家语言发展方案一个很重要的精神就是台湾语言是多元。那我想台语的主流化，包括歌仔戏的主流化，其实是最重要的手段跟方法。
看歌戏学台语，歌戏甲台语都亲像基因甲血缘，这是文化艺术融合传承，所以非常非常的重要。
For people with zero background in Taiwanese opera, the event's organizer has uploaded more than 300 songs from 16 classic plays to its website. And those who are shortlisted for the final round will get a chance to train face-to-face with prominent opera performers. Kamashi and Yu Jinghuang for TaiwanPlus.
A raccoon spotted in the wild in Taiwan has raised concerns about the potential impact of the non-native species on the local ecology. Sally Jensen's got this one.
Snapped by a camera trap. This little guy should not be here. Raccoons like these are native to North America, not to Hualien in eastern Taiwan.
因为它是属于一个外来种，在我们国内来讲的话，它其实几乎没有任何的天敌。那在去年的那个6月1号，我们国内也公告禁止输入进口，所以我们这次发现也是非常的意外。
But the reason the bandit masked mammal was filmed in Hualien's wilderness is that more people are keeping them as pets. Raccoons are not easy to domesticate, though. They quickly find ways to escape.
它算很聪明的动物。 人们啊，我没有挂锁头，它基本上它就有办法找机会把它逃脱了。
And like nearly all animals kept as pets, raccoons can cause huge ecological disruption once they're outside the home.
它几乎什么都吃，所以它对环境的适应能力很好。那像在邻国日本，他们也因为宠物弃养，然后造成野外有野生的浣熊出现，然后也造成他们非常多的经济上面的损失跟困扰。
Escaped and abandoned household pets affect both agriculture and biodiversity. Taiwan's authorities are trying to find ways to reduce these impacts. Cats, dogs, and now raccoons. If pet breeding remains unregulated, these mischievous creatures may become the latest companion putting pressure on Taiwan's delicate ecological balance. Eason Chen and Sally Jensen for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of koalas at Taipei Zoo doing what they do best, being adorable. Thank goodness they're not drop bears. I'm Liao, take care and see you next time.